Well, this is a video that I've wanted to make for a while, but I never quite had the platform to do it. This is something that I feel very passionate in. It's perhaps another one of my passion projects, I would say, and I'm finally ready to share it with the world. So this is my definitive tier list of how each IDV survivor would fuck up a 20-piece buffalo wing. Drums and flats included. Perhaps with some ranch or blue cheese on the side, and perhaps a couple sticks of celery if they are feeling a little nutritious. Now, keep in I need to stop being serious with this. This is not serious. Look at the fucking licks the Okay, we'll go through all the tiers. This is just my opinion, so if there's some you disagree with, go ahead and argue with me in the comment section. So first, Jesus Christ. So first we have licks the plate clean. These are the motherfuckers who wish they could bite off a chunk of the bone. They are eating this shit like a street dog, bro. They are licking up every last morsel of this chicken, of this sauce. Oh my goodness. I bet they get the spiciest version. They get more than the ghost pepper at Buffalo Wild Wings, bro. They get the fucking Diablo pepper. That's not even a Okay, this is eats most of the meats. This is for people that are still passionate about eating their wings, but they're not gonna go out of their way to eat every single last piece of meat on the bone. So they'll leave the cartilage, they'll leave the nasty parts of the fat out. But it's still impressive. It's still better than the average person. Here we have the modest eaters. These are the people that don't really stand out. They eat sometimes, it also depends on their mood. Sometimes they're eating a lot of the meat, or sometimes they eat a little bit of the meat, but it all rounds out to a nice average. These are the picky people. They may only eat the flats/drums. They only eat certain flavors. They only eat on certain days or certain, they're not really the wing eaters. But when given the opportunity, they'll eat the wings, and they'll enjoy it, just not at the same level as the other ones. These... Holy shit. Okay, sorry, y'all. These... I can't fucking take this seriously. No, I have to keep a brave face. This is serious business. These people eat a few at most. They are novice wing eaters. They're not well versed in the world of eating wings, especially not of the spicy variety. Now keep in mind, buffalo wings are not very spicy. They're like middle of the tier spicy. They're like the spicy wings for people who eat wings on occasion. They're like spicy for white people, So these are the people where they're like, oh, wings, how fascinating. Let me take a few bites and then I'm all done. Like those kinds of people, And then at the bottom tier we have Joseph. So Joseph, as in Joseph DeSaulniers from The Photographer from IDV, encompasses the people who were born in the fucking 1700s, and if you gave them a Sprite, they would shrivel up and turn into dust. So these people will eat one piece of a wing, and then they will shrivel up like the fucking chocolate lady from SpongeBob. So these are our tiers. I'm probably going to be skipping a few that are uninteresting, or I'm just going to breeze by the ones that I don't have a lot to talk about. So let's start off with Lucky Guy. So Lucky Guy, he's more of a modern guy, but he's, his name is fucking Lucky Guy. What the hell does he have going on for him? I feel like if he bit into a wing, it would probably fucking grow wings and fly and fly away, bro. So I'm gonna put him in picky. He only eats the flats and drums, mostly because, I don't know what the hell he would be doing to prompt him to be eating wings, just because he doesn't seem like that type of guy. He'll eat the wings during, Manor Night when somebody cooks up a batch of wings, but he's not gonna be going ravenous. Doctor... she's very aware of her own health. She probably encourages people not to eat the wings because she's like, they don't have a lot of nutritional value. But secretly she likes to eat some junk food now and then, so she'll eat a few wings at most. Oh, Gardner's a beast. Gardner is a beast. Look, she has some problems, but one of those problems is not eating the fucking wings, bro. My goodness. Lawyer and thief. I mean, there's not much to be said. Magician. He likes to be clean. He has a beard that he has to keep intact. He's got an appearance to keep up. He's only eating a few at most. There's like a table. There's a table of the people that eat a few at most, and they all huddle together and they take a bite of their wings, and then they go ahead and they eat something else. They eat the fucking porridge at the manor. Oh my goodness. So I would dare to argue that Explorer is a modest eater because look, as I said with Gardner has got some issues, and in my opinion, I think mental issues attract more attract more ravenous habits of eating. I don't I don't have any scientific basis of this, but like the people who fuck up the wings the most are like I'm gonna stop myself here. I'm gonna stop myself here. I'd like to apologize for that statement. Um, Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's oh oh he is eating that shit up, dude. If you put like a fucking 50 piece of buffalo wings, dude, he is the Diablo Pepper. I need to stop with the Diablo Pepper. That is not a thing. Dude, he does the fucking ghost pepper challenge or whatever the hell, like it's Tuesday morning breakfast. What can I say? He's the foodie of the manor. He is eating anything and everything you put in sight, and I know his face is disgusting. His fingers are covered in buffalo grease. It's gross, and anybody you see near him is lumped in as being gross. There's like a bubble surrounding Nayab as he fucking chows down on these wings like it's gonna be his last day in war. It's nasty. People don't like to talk to him because of that. Priestess, I feel like I'm on the fence with Priestess because, she's an interesting gal, but she's also surprisingly normal, but the fact she has a lot of things that aren't normal about her. Like she's in the occult, she's got some weird girl energy, but I can't tell if that translates to her eating wings or not because it's not directly correlated. As is how Explorer's mental health isn't. Okay, yo, I'm not bringing that back. That should be left in the past. So I think she's like an only eats flats type of girl, but she also eats a lot of the meat off of the flats. So I'm gonna put her on the top of picky. That's my take. Yeah, no, we'll keep it. We'll keep it like this. So Cordy, she likes to lay back a little bit. You don't see her. She's always really uptight. She's always trying to command the place because of her coordinator skills. She's always got something to prove. But you know what? What she can't do is she can fuck up a plate of wings rather modestly. Mechanic. Uh. 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 Mechanic again. Like she's a young gal, she's got a lot of aspirations in life. But you know what? She groups up with Gardener and together they eat most of the meat off of the wings. And they eat it together. They are like they're a two package deal. Forward. Okay, look, y'all. He's a modest eater. I'm not gonna categorize him as somebody who's fucking up those wings just because I have respect for him and I think he enjoys buffalo wings, but he's also normal. That's the thing. Forward is also like surprisingly normal, if not very enthusiastic about the things he does. So he'll be like, "Yeah, wings," and he's not gonna get into it like Naya, but he's gonna be with his little group and he's gonna be chatting it up, enjoying those wings. A modest eater. In fact, he might be above Explorer because he eats most of the wings, but. It really depends on the day. It depends on how much he's worked out. It depends on how hyped up he is. Again, he's always looking out for his nutritional needs. This is so I need to stop. I need to stop. Mind's Eye's not fucking eating those wings. Look, y'all. In fact, I might even put her on Joseph because she's not eating those wings. Well, she's not at Joseph level yet. She's a grown woman. She can stand up for herself. She can take a fucking few wings. Fuck that. Perfumer. I don't think Perfumer could handle it. I don't think Perfumer has what it takes. Because look, if you put like a Wendy's 4 for 4 meal in front of her, she would probably fucking explode. And this is no hate to Perfumer. I like Perfumer. I think she's silly. I think she has an interesting backstory. I like her personality. But she is definitely the type of girl that will she'll probably complain about it getting under her fingernails and perhaps make the experience a lot worse for everybody around her. So, Cowboy, he's used to living in the wild. So he's used to eating freaky. What? What? He is not used to eating freaky. He is not used to eating freaky. See, what I mean by this is, uh, he's used to eating meat from his hands. Oh. He's used to eating off of the bone. Okay? And so, I might even put him in licks the plate clean because I can definitely see him getting down and dirty with that plate. That's all I'm saying. Okay, you know what? We're putting him up there with Mercenary, but he's definitely not at the caliber of Mercenary, so I feel like at this point I should make, like, Mercenary his own fucking tier. Hold on. The Merc. And again, apologize for my creaky chair. This is never getting replaced. I'm going to be having this chair until it shatters into a million pieces. One day I'm going to be recording and it's going to fucking come apart like a Roblox character after you kill it. So, yeah, he licks the plate clean. In fact, you know what? Gardner's licking the plate clean. Oh, no. Female dancer, she's eating a few wings at most. I think I'll put her above Doctor just because, she likes to have fun, but she's not really used to eating the wings. She's not used to that lifestyle. She's always been raised to be like kind of proper because of her time at the circus as a female dancer, but really at heart she's a bubbly happy girl, and she will gladly eat a few wings. In fact, I'm gonna put her in picky. Just because I think she'll enjoy it. Okay, Seer. Seer is like almost always middle of the pack because he is so normal. He is always so normal. If you're looking for a normal guy in the manor, Seer is the person to go to. Sure, like, there is no normalcy in the manor. There's always some quirks. Seer has this whole thing going on about being a fucking prophet and being depressed about his wife dying or whatever the hell. But and he's also got, like this weird atmosphere to him that makes him semi-unapproachable in the right conditions, in which I'd say maybe when he's eating wings, you'd be a little bit freaked out by him. Because you're saying, how the fuck is he eating those wings with such accuracy? Like, he always knows exactly where to put his mouth on those wings to get the maximum amount of flavor. Like, he's not eating most of the meat, but, like, he does what his job is meant to do. Like, he knows. He doesn't fuck around with the cartilage or the bad parts of the meat. He gets the most out of it, and then when he's done with his wings, he stops. I'm gonna put him above Explorer. Oh, no, I'm gonna put him back. Embalmer. Look. I don't think Embalmer eats anything other than fucking chicken broth, crackers, and bread. Does this man's diet consist of, like, what? Like, packaged turkey? Processed meat? No. This guy is eating like he's fucking Andrew Crease. Look, Jerry Carl raised him to be a modest man. And what is in Jerry Carl's book of modesty? Not eating those fucking wings. You put a Sprite in front of him, he'd die. You would think you were from hell. Oh my god. Okay, Prospector is fucking nasty. Look, Prospector works day and night. He works 2 jobs. Morning job as a coal miner, whatever the hell. Night job as a dishwasher. You know, when he gets his first meal in 3 days, he is fucking that shit up. But he's not licking the plate. That's the thing. Because he's so used to, like, rationing himself that he'll kind of get cold feet sometimes, but you know, he'll indulge himself in some chicken wings. That's all I'm saying. He'll indulge himself in those buffalo wings. Like, he is the guy at fucking Mercenaries table watching him in disgust, but he can't help but feel a little bit of resentment over the fact that he is eating so freely and he is not. Okay, Enchantress. I do think she'd be a little bit picky. Maybe not as picky as Priestess, but maybe I think she'd be pretty modest. Wildling. Okay, this can go either way. Because Wildling, he's like a weird old man, right? So he's kind of like the jack of all trades when it comes to eating like these types of fast foods. So he can either be like a novice wing eater where he's completely bewildered by the whole prospect of it, or he's one of those crazy, like, look at him, bro. He has fucking leaves in his hair. He rides around on the boar. He's eating that plate clean if he's in the right environment, bro. Dude, put him like in a baby sensory room and he's gonna be fucking chowing down on those wings. Oh my goodness. Acrobat. Acrobat. I don't think he'd be eating most of the meat, but I don't think he'd be picky. Again, a modest eater. You know, maybe more than Enchantress. Just because, you know, she keeps up on her appearance a lot. Acrobat, I don't know what the hell Acrobat does. So I'd say they're rather tied. Like, these three, they're all tied for being modest. Like, they're the normal ones of the chicken eating world. In fact, he might be a little bit more enthusiastic than Coordinator. First Officer. See, I deliberated on this one. I couldn't decide on this one because I was thinking about him. I was like, could he handle spice? I honestly think he'd be picky. And I honestly think he'd only be eating the drums. Like, he's not a flat kind of guy. Because, I don't know, I feel like he has some toxic masculinity in him or something. Combined with his alcoholism, where it stops him from enjoying the simple things in life. So, I don't know. I feel like he's better than Lucky Guy and Lawyer, but you know what? Maybe I'll put him at the top of picky. Because he's not really a chicken wing guy. You know, he's very low down. He likes to keep his energy low. See, unless he's drunk, unless he's been drinking again, in which case he's licking the plate clean. But when he's sober, he's being picky. But, like, him being addicted to alcohol also adds a thing, it adds another layer to this. I'm gonna put him at the bottom of modest. I'm gonna put him in middle of the pack of modest. Middle of the pack. Barmaid, she's eating most of the meat. Here's the thing, she likes a good meal. She loves a good meal. And you know what a good meal is? Some 20-piece wing, maybe a Coke. Will she drink Coke? Look, I don't even like soda, so I have a skewed view of like who would be drinking Coke or Sprite or whatever the hell. But, you know, she's gonna brew up some beer. Maybe a cocktail, maybe something cute, some whiskey, I don't even know. And she's gonna sit down with her buddies and she's gonna enjoy the hell out of those wings. Okay, Postman. I feel like he gives a lot of it to Wick. And for that I think I'd put him in picky. I mean he's not a pussy. He can eat pussy. Okay, no. But you know, he's average. That's all I'm saying. Look, I can see him being a beast in the sheets when it comes to eating buffalo wings. But in my personal humble opinion, I think I'm gonna put him in modest. Gravekeeper, he's not fucking eating those wings. Dude, he would like pick it up and he would He would inspect it with like squinted eyes, and he'd look at you and he'd say, "So this is the Diablo pepper you were talking about, huh?" The Diablo pepper. Ugh. He would say, I'm praying for you tonight, for handing me this." Nasty. He would probably, dude, he is the embodiment of the person that would shrivel up like the old lady from the chocolate episode from in SpongeBob. Okay, prisoner. He's been roughened up from his days in the manor. He used to be like a noble guy. He used to be up there with the riches. He had a lot of connections. Now he has fucking nothing. He has nothing, and that has damaged his mind. He is a shell of a man. But you know what? He's come to embrace that. You know, he knows that people grow and change, and he knows that where he is now, well, he'll know this eventually, but he'll know that there's nothing wrong with how he is now. And so he channels this desire to be accepted and to love himself through eating most of the meat. This is so stupid. They're eating most of the meat in the chicken wings. Now, do I say he has more ferocity than Gardener and Mechanic? Yes, because he has less, what's the word? He has less dignity, you know, again, from his time in prison. Entomologist. She's not eating those fucking wings. She's not at Joseph level because she can definitely handle it. She is a mature woman, but, you know, she's always wearing her gloves. She likes to eat with her knife and her fork and her spoon. She's very much a utensil girl because, you know, she likes to keep up appearances. Look, she likes to keep up appearances so much that she wears that hat over her head just because she doesn't want people to know what she looks like. So she is not eating those wings. She will eat them with a knife and a fork, but that's it. And she'll say, "Oh, this isn't really my thing." She'll eat the celery. She'll eat the carrots. She'll dip it in the ranch. And that's it. Maybe she'll give the wings to her bees. I don't even know. Painter, again, like, he's got appearances to keep up. Also, he has, like, this weird girl energy to him. So, he's definitely not at the level where he has enough, Sorry, I've just been overcome by my passion for wings. I can't even formulate a thought. I don't even think I have that much to say about him. Let's just move on from him. I don't want to look at him anymore. Like, no. Batter, I mean, I think he's up at the level of Forward because, again, in my mind, they're kind of like a duo to me. I think they'd be BFFs. So whatever Forward is doing, he'd be influenced because, you know, like, Forward is his guy. Like, at least in my opinion. Like, I know a lot of people aren't like, oh, William and Ganji would be best friends. I think they would be best friends. So, so Ganji, you know, he's never had that much in life. And so when he's given this plate of wings, he's amazed by it. And he says, "William, have you heard about this?" And William says, "Yeah, it's fucking awesome, isn't it?" And Batter says, "You know what? It fucking is." And then they start eating those wings. And maybe even Ganji learns to love wings more than any of the people here. So I might even put him and eats most of the meat, but, you know, he's still warming up to it. He's still warming up to it. This is like a case in which if you just put wings in front of them, like if a manor had like a monthly wing night, how would they be approaching this? And this is where I think he would be. Maybe in like a couple years' time, he would be up at Licks the Plate Clean, but for now, he's warming up to it, and I have a lot of faith in him. I think he can get up there. In fact, I might even say Barmaid is looking the plate clean. But you know what? I'm moving her up there. Toy Merchant, she's modest. You know, she again, a normal girl. A normal girl. Patient, look, he's probably like the most fucking disgusting person when it comes to eating wings, and that's why I'm putting him at Licks the Plate Clean. Because you know how they fucking do it. Psychologist is going to be feeding the wings to him. So... and it's going to be a disgusting sight to hold. And nobody in the manor is going to want to talk to them while they're doing their fucking feeding ritual. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Look, psychologist, she likes her freaking wings, so I'm gonna put them together as a package deal. Well, maybe she's not licking the plate clean, but you know what? If they were in a room alone together, which I mean, when they're in a group together, they think they're fucking alone because they're just that crazy about each other. So you know what? She's licking the plate clean in front of everybody. She says, "You know what? I don't care what anybody thinks because my world is just a meal mesmer," and Patience says, "My world is Adam Mesmer." So that's them. Novelist, I don't fucking think he's eating those wings, y'all. He's like bordering between Joseph and eats a few at most. I can't decide. I can't even decide. I think I'm gonna put him at the top of Joseph. There's definitely an argument to be made here. Because he's got some freak in him. He's got some freak. Little girl, what the fuck? Okay, she's a child. She'll eat them. She'll eat them. She's a child. I might even put her here or here or I don't really have that much of a stance on her, so I'm gonna just put her here. I don't know. I'm gonna put her here. Why not? Weeping clown. Weeping clown. I think Weeping Clown can get into it. That's all I'm saying. But do I think you know what? You know what? You guys haven't seen Weeping Clown at his full potential. Look, he's lived his life of misery. But he has to find the joys of life, and this is how he finds the joys in life. Professor. Oh shit, where's Professor going? Fuck. I'm inclined to say that he's pretty picky. That's the thing. Like, he's really not a wing guy. He's more of like a steak guy. He'll eat. He likes his knife and fork stuff. But again, he has this freak nature where it kind of makes me think that he would eat most of the meat off. So again, I really don't think that he'd be like middle of the pack because I think he has some things going for him. Because he's just that crazy of a man. Where he's either like relatively into the wings or he like doesn't really care. So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and I'm gonna say he's eating most of the meat. He's eating most of the meat. Ever since he started turning green, he's picked up his eating habits to be a little more monstrous. You know what I mean? Antiquarian, she's only eating the flats or the drums. Again, she's pretty normal when eating, but she's not used to it. She thinks it's a little bit weird. But, she'll eat the flats or she'll eat the drums. It just depends. I don't really have an answer for whether she's eating the flats or the drums, and it doesn't really matter, but composer, oh, fuck. You know what? Maybe composer is a freak. But there's also this part of me where it's like composer would never be caught fucking up those wings in front of the whole manor. He is the guy who's trying to keep his appearances up. So when he's alone, the fuck is this? Anyways, so when he's alone, he might be licking that plate clean. But when he's in front of others, he's picky. He's picky. And he'll kind of be snooty about it. He'll kind of act like he doesn't get it. But he eats just a little bit more than you expected him to. And you'll say, huh, composer? The guy who keeps his hair silky clean. The guy who always smells a fucking floral scent or whatever the hell. The guy who scoffs at you whenever you try to talk. I don't think he'd be like that. I actually think he's pretty normal in the manner. If not like a little bit conceited, out of this world, and just strange. Just strange. But once you get to know him, he gets a little freaky. Journalist, she's a little girl. She's modest. Aeroplanist. He's licking that plate. He's licking that plate. I don't care what anybody says to me. The things he's seen in his life, I wouldn't even blame him for licking the plate. The troubles he's gone through. Dude, his fucking boyfriend died because of his invention. That's crazy. I'd be licking the plate too if I was him. Cheerleader is also, she's eating most of the meat off. I don't think she's licking the plate. I think like she'd be licking the plate, but it depends on the flavor. Like if it's buffalo wings, shit, buffalo is not her favorite flavor. That's the thing. Because she has her niche and she sticks to it, and when she has her niche, she fucking loves it. And she fucks that up. Puppeteer, dude, it's a few. I don't think he'd be doing much. And Fire Investigator, I don't even know anything about him, but just judging by his crazy ass smile, the bandage over his eye, I think he's eating most of the meat. You know, I'm gonna put him at the top of modest because just because I don't know that much about him. So this is my list. I hope you guys heard me out. To anybody who's made it this far, I just want to comment on, like, my account. I have not expected my account to get as much attention as it has. When I uploaded that 44-minute video about me talking about the imbalance of the game, I expected it to get like 100 views at most, maybe like 200 if I got lucky. Because I had come from TikTok, and like on TikTok I was known for making like shorter form content, even though I had established like a little bit of a following, but again not that much. Like I was very niche. That was how I would describe it. But like the fact that so many people are watching it, I'm getting so much comments just like talking about it. It really it makes me feel really good. It makes me feel good that you guys are enjoying my content. And again, I can't. I don't even know how to show my thanks for it, just because I'm not good at that kind of stuff. But, and like again on my other video, thank all of you guys leaving support, watching the video, leaving likes, and we hit 1K already. That is fucking crazy to me. That is crazy to me. That is, oh my goodness. Look, y'all, I got a lot of things in store, and I've been wanting to move away from TikTok, moving on to YouTube, just because I like making this type of content more. I like talking into my little mic, and it makes me happy that you guys like it as well. So, I mean, this is my first time having, it's just me and you, huh? How about we get to know each other? That was nasty. I'm ending the video here. Goodbye.